Good evening, everyone. I'm Michelle Nappel, Executive Director of JFCS, and I want to welcome you to this year's JCYF check presentation ceremony. It's been an extraordinary year, and I'm especially proud that even in this time, JFCS was able to provide this incredibly worthy program for our teens. And in turn, they were able to help countless individuals here in our very own community and throughout the world. I don't have to tell you what a year it's been. Instead, I'm going to let this year's JCYF participants share their experiences. Please sit back and enjoy.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us for the 18th annual, the first ever virtual, Jewish Community Youth Foundation check presentation ceremony. My name is Andrew Tesser, and I am in the JCYF graduating class of 2021. We are especially proud of our work this year. With so many changes over the past 12 months, we knew no matter what the format, we would be able to stay true to our mission and continue our work of Tikkun Olam, repairing the world like we have for the past 18 years. In Hebrew, numbers are represented by letters. Sometimes those letters spell words. The number 18, Chai, is one of the most well-known number-word connections in the world. From donations, presents, jewelry, even to the Broadway hit, to life, L'chaim, we are reminded of this significant number throughout Judaism, and tonight marks our Chai anniversary of the Jewish Community Youth Foundation. Tonight is our turn to celebrate the life of our philanthropic efforts. Since 2003, 710 JCYF participants have been awarded 386 grants, totaling $930,618. These grants have provided basic goods and services to our community's vulnerable population, supported national efforts through educational, cultural, and outreach initiatives, and strengthened the Israel's community by sustaining programs that serve those in need. This year, we considered the impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic and were surprised by how many institutions, programs, and individuals were affected. Organizations adjusted to continue their missions by sourcing excess food from new places to feed the hungry, addressing increased isolation of older adults, responding to increased demand for need-based services, and addressing an increase in anti-Semitism. Tonight marks the culmination of our efforts during the unusual year, as we donate more than $40,000 to 21 organizations.
Good evening. My name is Rachel Trokenheim, and I am a member of the JCYF Senior Class and Youth Advisory Board. JCYF thanks everyone who supported our fundraising efforts to strengthen our impact. This was the first year we initiated personal campaigns to reaching out to friends, family, and community contacts. We are extremely proud of our community involvement as we educate and raise awareness about JCYF and the organizations we support. This year, JCYF has brought together 149 teens, representing 11 synagogues, 8 middle schools, and 22 high schools. JCYF has taught us about the needs in the Jewish community. 8th grade students explored local need-based grants. In 9th grade, participants learned about Jewish service agencies with a national presence, while 10th grade students discovered the importance of supporting arts and culture. In 11th and 12th grade, we expanded our perspective by focusing on outreach and advocacy efforts and Israeli needs. JCYF taught us the importance of supporting Jewish causes. We have become philanthropists, and now it is our responsibility to make the world a better place, with Jewish values in mind.
Hello. My name is Matt Dorfman, and I am one of the 28 graduating seniors. Working online this year, JCYF participants continued our mission, respecting differing opinions, analyzing grant proposals, and advocating for Jewish causes. We would especially like to thank our dedicated group of advisors, our Madrahim, for bringing the JCYF curriculum to life. The Jewish Community Youth Foundation would not be possible without the following partners. JFCS, who administers the day-to-day details of the program. Thank you to Michelle Nappel, Celeste Albert, and Joyce Weinstein for the countless hours you dedicate to making this program a meaningful and memorable experience for us. We extend our gratitude to the founders, Ricky and AJ Schachtel, for your leadership, vision, and continued support of the Jewish Community Youth Foundation. Welcome to all the rabbis, cantors, education directors, community leaders, and representatives of recipient agencies who are joining us for tonight's program. Thank you to the parents, siblings, grandparents, relatives, and friends who recognize our hard work. The Jewish Community Youth Foundation Advisory Board consists of 8th through 12th grade program participants who undergo additional leadership training and serve as a focus group to improve the curriculum each year. Advisory board members also help plan JCYF, the International Day of Jewish Youth Service. JCYF will take place virtually on Sunday, April 11th, and is open to JCYF and other 6th through 12th grade Jewish teens in the community. Stay tuned for more information or contact Celeste if you would like to learn more. And now I'd like to introduce the Jewish Community Youth Foundation's 8th grade class. Please enjoy the evening.
Hello, my name is Josh Eber. Starting any new program can be challenging, especially when our only interaction with group members was through a computer screen. Many thoughts were going through our heads. How many of my group members will I have to remind to unmute? Will my pet dog, cat, hamster, or fish make a cameo during the meeting? Will I be kicked out and have to join the waiting room? Or will there be awkward silences heard throughout the meeting? It was very clear from day one that we were not going to let these Zoom distractions derail what we came here to do. Plus, what better platform could there be to experience a fun game of Maimonides Ladder Kahoot?
Good evening. My name is Sam Lasky. We learned about each other's philanthropic experiences before joining JCYF and causes that spoke to our hearts. We also enjoyed working with other Jewish teens outside of our schools and synagogues. It was nice to broaden our Jewish communities and learn from one another's experiences and points of view.
Hello, my name is Mickey Schnitzer. We reviewed all of the community programs seeking funding this year and chose 4 organizations to learn more about. We really enjoyed our first site meetings where we spoke to leaders who brought different community projects to life. They helped us further understand the different needs in the community and the impact our grants can have. We would like to congratulate the following recipients. Greenwood House accepting $909.50 for the technology grant, a program to purchase iPads and accessories that allow residents to communicate with loved ones during COVID-19. Please congratulate JCC Mercer Bucks and Abrams Camp for a $2,250 grant for summer scholarships so that local kids can attend camp this summer.
Good evening. My name is Madeline McCarowitz. Congratulations to Jewish Community Foundation of Greater Mercer, accepting $931 for annual College Book Awards for Jewish students to receive financial assistance purchasing academic books. Please congratulate JCYF of Greater Mercer County, accepting $3,409.50 for its mobile food pantry, which distributes fresh fruits, vegetables, and other groceries to those in need and are unable to access other community food pantries. Congratulations to our grant recipients. I would now like to introduce Eric Steinberg, member of the JCYF class of 2024, to deliver a Devar Torah.
In the portion of Truma, God gives Moses instructions on how to build the tabernacle. God gives Moses many specific details, including measurements of how many cubits certain parts of the ark must be, as well as specific materials certain parts will be made out of. To preface these instructions, God says that the Israelites will bring gifts to help build the ark. God says, "Build me a sanctuary that I shall dwell in them." What's interesting about the construction of the ark is that everybody has a part in making it, as people bring gifts to aid in its construction. However, God says that the people who bring gifts should be every person whose heart so moves him. This means that there was no set or required amount to give, but people who wanted the ark constructed and appreciated God gave as much as they wanted, not because they were required to, but because they wanted to. They were giving tzedakah. Tzedakah means justice, and we most often use the word tzedakah in reference to monetary donations to charity. This makes sense because we give to good causes because we believe it is just. Likewise, the Israelites donated their personal possessions towards the ark's construction because they believed it was the right thing to do. At JCYF, we give money because we want to help make a difference in our community, country, and the world. We work together to make our impact by pooling all of our resources and discussing the best way to allocate the money. The end result of JCYF is similar to the finished construction of the Ark. Both are created through the collective teamwork of volunteers recognizing worthy causes, because together we are stronger than the sum of our parts. And now I'd like to introduce the 9th grade JCYF class.
Good evening. My name is Julian Morgan, and I am a member of the 9th grade class and Youth Advisory Board. This year, we explored the 7 core values of Jewish philanthropy and connected these concepts to Tikkun Olam, repairing the world. We learned more about what it means to be a philanthropist and reviewed grant proposals from organizations with a national presence. We also took a look at budgets and inner workings of organizations to get a better understanding of how they run. The grants we considered this year supported different causes, including clothing, celebrating a Jewish holiday, providing housing, and supporting victims of domestic violence. We met online with executive directors and frontline staff of national organizations. It was fascinating to learn more about their agencies, looking at both their impact and their operations. Some presentations even offered us personal video tours of their facilities so that we could see what they offered, all from the comfort of our own homes.
Hi everyone, my name is Ellie Harris. For most of us, this was our second year in JCYF, and we had a great discussion deciding why each cause was worthy of our funds. It's challenging to prioritize which needs come before others, but in the end, we all worked together and came to a consensus. We would like to congratulate the following recipients. DeRote's Homelessness Prevention Program and Aftercare Program, accepting $2,399.51. This program supports low-income older adults making a fresh start in life, breaking the cycle of homelessness, reconnecting them to the community, and easing social isolation.
Hello, I'm Ben Krasnov. Congratulations to Educational Alliance accepting $2,778.46 for Project OR, which provides low-income, socially isolated older adults with mental illnesses with limited in-person food pantry services and weekly Shabbat Oneg phone calls to stay connected during the pandemic. And to Jewish Women International accepting $1,389.98 for the National Library Initiative for Women Fleeing Abusive Relationships. The initiative creates children's libraries and domestic violence shelters, which offer comfort, a place to relax, and to keep up with homework. And to National Council of Jewish Women, New York, accepting $1,011.05 for the back-to-school store that provides children with everything they need to go back to school with pride and enthusiasm. Congratulations to our grant recipients.
Good evening. My name is Max Lasky, and I'm a member of the JCYF senior class. This evening marks 18 years since JCYF began. A lot has happened since 2003, and 14 eighth graders participated in the first ever Jewish Teen Philanthropy Program in Mercer County. In the fall of 2003, fellow participants of the senior class were in our first year of life. The price of a gallon of gas was $1.83, and many people communicated through Blackberries, flip phones, or AOL Instant Messenger. Let's take a moment to see what else has changed. Using the Zoom polling feature, which will be launched in a few moments, please vote for the answer you think is correct. The answers may surprise you. Question number 1. JCYF held its first meeting in 2003. What favorite family movie was released that same year? Was it A, Finding Nemo, B, Toy Story, C, Monsters, Inc., or D, Cars? So you guys are going to click on the answer you think and then click submit, and we'll get the answers up for you in a little bit. All right, so the answer was A, Finding Nemo, and I see 40% of you guys got that one right, so good job for you guys. Did you guys know that after the release of this movie, sales in clownfish actually spiked? Isn't that pretty funny? On to question number 2. In what year did JCYF reach 100 alumni? Was it A, 2010, B, 2012, C, 2015, or D, 2016? All right, get those answers in. And the correct answer is B, 2012. Half of you guys got that one right. That's amazing. Back in 2012, JCYF graduated their first 100 alumni leaders who attended 57 different campuses. Fast forward to 2021, where this year we will top 400 alumni, making a difference at over 107 colleges and universities. That's some pretty exciting stuff. Let's go to question number 3. In 2013, JCYF turned 10. Who was the featured entertainer for the Super Bowl halftime show? Was it A, The Who, B, Bruno Mars and the Red Hot Chili Peppers, C, Katy Perry, or D, Beyonce and Destiny's Child? The answer is actually D, Beyonce and Destiny's Child. So 29% of you guys got that right. Congrats to you guys. Let's move. So actually that year in 2013, the power went out for 30 minutes and it infamously titled this the Blackout Bowl. Let's go on to question number 4. In what year did JCYF reach over $500,000 in cumulative giving? Was it A, 2010, B, 2012, C, 2014, or D, 2016? The answer is C, 2014. 56% of you guys got that right. That's pretty awesome. $500,000 is a lot of money, and it's all because of devoted families like you. 2 years from now, when we celebrate our 20th anniversary, we anticipate to be over $1 million in cumulative giving. Question number 5. This Broadway show made its debut in 2016. The same year, we celebrated JCYF's bar mitzvah. Was this musical A, Mean Girls, B, Hamilton, C, Dear Evan Hansen, or D, Wicked? The answer is B, Hamilton. 53% of you guys got that right. That's pretty cool. Fun little fact about Hamilton is that it actually has a total count of 20,520 words with an average speed of 144 words per minute. That's some fast singing. Let's get to our final question, question number 6. How many site visits did JCYF teens participate in over the past 18 years? Was it A, 321, B, 398, C, 447, or D, 512? The answer is C, 447. That's a lot of site visits, a lot of miles traveled all over the place, a lot of kosher pizza eaten and Twizzlers on the bus. So thank you guys for participating in our poll. As you can see, times have changed. We are proud to be part of a long-standing project that recognizes so many needs, looks for ways to respond, and helped so many people.
Hello, my name is Ben Trokenheim, and I'm a member of the 10th grade class and Youth Advisory Board. This year, we focus on Jewish arts and culture. As the world was shutting down last March due to COVID-19, we asked ourselves, with so many competing needs out there, how important are the arts when funds can be easily used for other essential causes? We quickly realized that there's only so much Netflix binge watching a person can do to make the argument that culture is a human need that we cannot ignore, especially during a pandemic.
Hello, my name is Kayla Makarowitz. We discussed an article written by Adina Canfield in E-Jewish Philanthropy about supporting arts and culture during a pandemic. Their article mentions that culture feeds the soul, wakes the mind, and makes us human. Think about how many books, movies, hours of music, virtual concert, tours, and field trips you have experienced in the past year. Arts and culture play an integral part in feeding our human spirit and ensuring the survival of our hearts, minds, and souls. Culture is just as important as any other need we focused on in the past.
Hello, my name is Jonah Adler. Through our exploration of our 10th grade grants, we discovered that during the pandemic, museums were greatly impacted and in need of our support as well. Jewish art and culture have helped sustain us as a people scattered throughout many nations.
Good evening. My name is Jonah Levy. We enjoyed our meetings with museum representatives who explained their projects to provide remote access to their collections, educational programs, and speakers. We would like to congratulate the following recipients on their grants.
Hello, my name is Ethan Schenker. Please congratulate the Jewish Museum accepting $2,218.50 for their memory loss program, which will enable those with dementia and memory loss to enjoy exhibitions and have meaningful interactions with art. And also to the museum at Eldred Street, accepting $1,718 for virtual family and educational programs for Jewish families.
Hello, my name is Kayla Lemkin, and I am a member of the Youth Advisory Board. Congratulations to the Museum of Jewish Heritage, a living memorial to the Holocaust, accepting $3,710.50. For the Speakers Bureau, in which Holocaust survivors share their life stories and insights so others can learn from history.
Hello, my name is Jake Lasky. Congratulations to the Lower East Side Tenement Museum accepting $1,830 for scholarships for virtual field trips. The scholarships provide access to the museum so student groups up through 12th grade can learn about the immigrants who once lived there.
Hello, my name is Ethan Martin, and I am a member of the Youth Advisory Board. Congratulations to the National Yiddish Theater Folksbiene, accepting $960 for Folksbiene Live. In response to the COVID-19 pandemic, the Yiddish Theater launched Folksbiene Live, a series of free online virtual programs that are archived for streaming. Congratulations to our grant recipients.
My name is Jeremy Brandspiegel, member of the JCYF Senior Class and Youth Advisory Board, and I am introducing this year's Distinguished Alumni Award. JCYF is proud of its participants and their incredible impact after they graduate and begin to make their mark on college campuses and beyond. Many alumni use their JCYF experience as a foundation to a lifelong commitment of social activism, philanthropy, and continued leadership in the Jewish community. Each year, the Distinguished Alumni Award highlights and celebrates a JCYF alum who has made a significant contribution to their college community. Applicants are evaluated on the following attributes: responsibility, decision-making ability, leadership skills, abilities to take initiative, and level of participation in the community. The winner should exemplify the standards and goals of the JCYF program and utilize the skills and lessons taught throughout the program. Along with this recognition, the winner has the privilege of designating a $360 donation to the philanthropic cause of their choosing. The Jewish Community Youth Foundation would like to announce this year's winner, Talia Feldman, JCYF Class of 2017. You can learn more about Talia's accomplishments on our website. Talia asked for her $360 award to be given to University of Delaware Hillel. Here are a few words from our Alumni Award recipient.
I'm Talia Feldman, JCYF Class of 2017, and I'm currently a senior at the University of Delaware, and I am this year's JCYF Distinguished Alumni Award winner. My most important takeaways from JCYF are to follow your passions and always support them in various ways. Do not be afraid to stand up for what you believe in. Throughout my experience in JCYF, I learned how to work with team members and to bring all of our different perspectives and ideas together. When I arrived at the University of Delaware, there was no pro-Israel presence on campus, so I worked with my Hillel and the university to create Blue Hens for Israel, which is a pro-Israel student organization registered with the university. We have had various programs on campus and online over the last few years. We held a large Israel Fest for Yom HaAtzmaut right outside of a student center in the middle of campus, which had over 300 students in attendance. We work with the Hillel staff, the APAC Campus Fellow, and the Stand With Us Emerson Fellow on campus regularly to bring Israel culture, education, and advocacy to UD. In the spring of my junior year, I had the privilege of studying abroad at the Hebrew University of Jerusalem on the Nachshon Project Fellowship. The Nachshon Project brings together a diverse cohort of leaders from all denominations of Judaism. We all come together to support each other and learn from each other as we begin our careers in the Jewish community. In addition to Blue Hens for Israel on campus, I have been involved in Gesher, the student-led group that runs Shabbat services on campus. Throughout my years at UD, we have started weekly Friday night Shabbat services and monthly Shabbat morning services on campus. Last fall, we brought Our Narrative to campus. This program brought an Israeli and a Palestinian to campus where they each shared their personal narratives. This event was the first of its kind on campus, and it brought different communities on campus together. People were introduced to perspectives that they had not previously considered. This year, I had the privilege of participating in Hadar's Collegiate Davening Fellowship. This program brought together prayer leaders from many different campuses around the country to learn with and from each other by focusing on text study, melody sharing, and training in technical skills. My participation in JCYF has influenced my involvement in my Jewish community. In JCYF, we learn about helping others and how important it is to give our money and time to causes that are important to us. I've been able to find my passions on campus within the Jewish community and work to bring new ideas and perspectives, just like we learned to in JCYF. JCYF has impacted my Jewish identity by showing me how important tzedakah and philanthropy are. I will be donating my JCYF award to UD Hillel. UD Hillel has been a crucial aspect of my college experience, and I would not have been able to do everything I have done over the last few years on campus without their constant guidance and support. My message to current JCYF participants is to find issues that you believe in and support them in various ways. Take what you have learned in JCYF about philanthropy and tzedakah and continue supporting causes and organizations that you are passionate about in the next chapter of your life. Over the years since I graduated from JCYF, I have participated in many great programs. In both the Nachshon Project and the Hadar Collegiate Davening Fellowship, I have been able to reconnect with classmates of mine from JCYF. Current JCYF participants, you never know when you'll work with your JCYF classmates again. JCYF introduced me to many great organizations, both near and far, which serve the community, the arts, education, and Israel. JCYF taught me that I, as an individual, have the power to work towards improving the world. I would like to thank the Jewish Community Youth Foundation, the Ricky and Andrew J. Schechtel Philanthropic Fund, and Jewish Family and Children's Service of Greater Mercer County.
Hello, my name is Alex Fisher, a member of the 11th grade class. We began the year by discussing the impacts giving circles have had on the pandemic. It led us to debate whether to support new causes as emerging needs come up or donate to our funding priorities that we have supported in the past. We also talked about the challenges of running a nonprofit. We were put in the shoes of agency executive directors and made tough decisions when it came to keeping the lights on and fundraising and addressing increasing administrative and programming costs. We discussed anti-Semitism and opportunities to address it through outreach and advocacy.
Hello, my name is Sydney Eber and I am a member of the Youth Advisory Board. We were given more responsibility this year as we had to prepare questions for all of the agencies under consideration in a speed philanthropy format. We enjoyed meeting with agency representatives and hearing about their unique stories of inspiration. We were also excited to expand our network of advocacy resources that will be helpful to us as we go off to college in a few years.
Good evening. My name is Sophie Berman. Please congratulate AJC New Jersey accepting $1,100 for the Leaders for Tomorrow, a program to empower Jewish high school students to speak up for Israel and the Jewish people.
Hello, my name is Perry Luther and I'm part of the Youth Advisory Board. Congratulations to Israel On Campus Coalition accepting $3,500 for the ICC Fellowship, which supports ICC fellows who facilitate pro-Israel initiatives and counter anti-Israel activity at the tri-state area campuses. And to Open Door Media accepting $418.18 for Unpacked for Education, Jewish and Israel engagement for Princeton, Mercer, and Bucks teens. The program gives educators practical tools to engage teens and prepare them for anti-Semitic sentiments they may encounter in college, and explore the roots of anti-Semitism.
Hello, my name is Harrison Fain, and I'm a member of the Youth Advisory Board. Congratulations to Stand With Us accepting $2,100 for Project Israel, which teaches high school students about Israel and gives them tools to become leaders and empower them to stand up for Israel. Congratulations to all recipients. I would like to introduce JCYF founder Ricky Schechtel and the senior class of 2021.
It is my great and distinct pleasure to be here, well, at least virtually, at the 18th year of JCYF's check ceremony. Our students have pointed out the charm and deep meaning of 18 in Jewish life, and I want to reiterate that the letters for 18 spell the word chai, life. This year was once in a lifetime. All our lives have been uprooted and unsettled, to say the least. And in no year of my memory has life itself been so precious and precarious. All the more reason to celebrate our 13th graduating class and all they have accomplished this year, despite the disappointment of not being together in person, on the bus, or haggling over the last piece of kosher pizza. In yesterday's Parsha Truma, a turning point is marked in the relationship between the Israelites and God. On the surface, what is emphasized is the product, the sanctuary the Jews are instructed to build as the traveling home for the divine presence in the wilderness. But a deeper dive teaches us that the process is what counts way more than the product. As is summed up in the very name of the Parsha, Truma means a gift, an offering, a contribution. We learn something very profound. Giving confers dignity. Our seniors have earned that dignity. 5 years of process, of their unbridled enthusiasm, including a year of changes and more changes and drama beyond belief, has turned this group into a cohesive and determined force. 27 of the 28 teens have been together since the very beginning. I am so humbled by their takeaways this year. They marveled as they learned about the impact of COVID-19 on a global stage, the effects of trauma on abuse victims, Israeli innovations for feeding the hungry and the homeless. And those are only a few of the highlights of a year well spent trying to fix some of the earth-shattering issues that confront the Jewish community and the world in 2020 and 2021. But as the Parsha taught us, it is the process that counts. As one senior wrote, just being able to have JCYF during the pandemic brought some normalcy to my life. Again, this is hinted at in the word that gives our Parsha its name, Truma. It really means something we lift. The paradox of giving is that when we lift something to give to another, it is ourselves who are lifted. Mazel tov to the JCYF class of 2021. I cannot wait to watch them go out and lift the world.
Good evening. My name is Levi Elias, a Youth Advisory Board participant and member of the 12th grade JCYF class. The graduates. Tonight is bittersweet. Many of us have been together for the last 5 years. We have built strong friendships and shared lots of memories. Looking back, we're proud of the thousands of dollars we were fortunate to allocate. We know that we made a mark in the Jewish community by participating in JCYF, and will continue to leave our mark supporting Jewish causes in college and beyond. This year, we strengthened our connection to Israel. We discovered all the innovations that Israel has given us, including entertainment platforms, technology, medicine, and, most importantly, the pet hamster. The proposals we reviewed highlighted the impact of the pandemic on a global stage and dealt with many different aspects of Israel, including poor families, emergency response infrastructure, at-risk girls, and developing goodwill ambassadors through a groundbreaking initiative connecting young leaders from Israel and UAE. Our online speed philanthropy program was an experience that we will never forget.
Hello, my name is Jacob Slater. Please congratulate American Friends of Leket Israel, accepting $2,560 for Project Leket, rescuing produce to support Israelis at risk. Rescue produce is repackaged and redistributed to nonprofit organizations, including soup kitchens, shelters, community centers for the elderly, and after-school programs for children at risk. We also recognize American Friends of Magan David Adom, accepting $1,817 for the Marcus National Blood Services Center. This new facility will protect Israel's blood supply from missile, chemical, and biological attack, as well as earthquakes. Congratulations to Beit Ruth Educational and Therapeutic Village, accepting $1,910 for music therapy as a healing intervention. The program rebuilds vulnerable and at-risk girls' trust so they can begin to address their childhood trauma.
Good evening. My name is Mira Sabin. We would also like to congratulate Israel Is, accepting $1,347 for Leaders of Tomorrow, Israel and United Arab Emirates Digital Forum. Young Israelis serve as goodwill ambassadors, communicating and developing trust with international counterparts. JCYF would like to congratulate all the grantees and participants, and especially our seniors. We look forward to hearing about how you are making a difference on your college campus and surrounding communities. JCYF Senior Class Reflections can be found by following a link to our blog, located at jfcsonline.org/JCYF. Mazel Tov to the Jewish Community Youth Foundation for celebrating 18 years of giving. Let's have many more years of connecting to our Jewish life through philanthropy. Thank you for joining our high anniversary program. L'chaim.
L'chaim, l'chaim to life is to the fire.